but you're not missing anything by not having a relationship. Try and turn in assignments on time or before they're due. I think it was the first day of my freshman year. I just sat in the bathroom for lunch. And I had a teacher, sophomore year. She would make an example out of you. If you don't know yourself, how are you gonna know someone else? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been around on my channel for even just a little bit, you know that I am going into my junior year of high school. So that's exciting. So this video is going to be a high school advice video for like lower classmen really. So for freshmen and sophomore. This video is kind of broken down into 8 separate categories, which are classes, assignments, friends, relationships, teachers, self-worth, personal hygiene, and extracurriculars. So let's get started. Starting off with classes. Okay, one, especially if you're like a freshman, make sure you're taking the right classes, because then later on it's going to catch up with you, and then you're going to be a senior or you're going to be a junior and you're going to be like, whoa, I'm missing all these credits because I didn't take what I was supposed to take. Make sure you're taking all your required courses first, and then you can do all the fun stuff later. You can take one class again as many times as you want. For me, you can choose to take PE every year, right? But it's only required for like 1 year. Generally, just try and keep your grades up in your classes in general, because I feel like there's this mentality that it's like, oh, freshman year doesn't matter, right? Sophomore year, it doesn't matter too much. And I suppose it doesn't, as long as there's like an upward trend. Oh, my ring light just turned off. That's strange. So that, as long as you're showing some upward trend in your grades and academics as you go on throughout the years, especially if you're trying to go to college. But don't not do stuff just because. Like, the amount of times people are like, oh yeah, I'm failing this class. I literally have a 17% in it. And I'm like, what? Why? This class is so easy. And they're just like, yeah, I don't do the work. Embarrassing. Just do the work. Like, that's honestly so crazy. Just do the work. Don't intentionally slack off. Don't procrastinate. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to that later on in this video. Procrastination, no. Just get what you need to get done. Skipping, don't skip. That's also embarrassing. Skipping to do what? Like, no, really, tell me. Skipping to do what? I understand going to another class, getting a pass, whatever, going to another class, whatever, but skipping to go sit in the bathroom? And for an hour and 30 minutes at that too. It's not like you're sitting in there for like 2 seconds. I'm just gonna throw this in here as well, but studying, make sure you have a good study plan. You know, definitely, like, these are the years, these first 2 years of high school are definitely the years that if you don't already, definitely build some sort of study schedule, or find out how you learn things and how you study, what's most effective for you, because as the years go on, your classes are just gonna get harder, right? And if you don't know how to study, you can't really like keep up, especially if you're not one of those people that just retain information like that. The teacher says it once and you've like got it locked in like that, you know? So definitely find how you learn. Number 2, assignments. Okay, procrastination. Like I said earlier, don't procrastinate. Don't put it off till the last minute, because then you're gonna be like, oh, that's why we had 3 weeks to do it. Yeah. Don't do that. Stop doing that. You need to get your time management under control. And I know, like, I definitely struggled with that in the past, and it just makes everything like 10 times worse. Do not procrastinate. Try and turn in assignments on time or before they're due. It gives you more time to do other things. It gives you more time to relax, you know, have free time, so you're not like stressed. And even with like assignments and homework, if you don't understand it, like, ask questions. Like, if you're not the type to ask questions in class, like, I totally understand that. Bro, this year, or well, sophomore year, I had a teacher. Oh my goodness. If you ask them a question and they feel like you should know it, they will make an example out of you to the class. Oh my goodness. It had me scared to go to class. But, you know, if you're not the type to like raise your hand and ask a question in class, send an email, talk to them after class, talk to them before class. Some teachers are definitely really willing to like help you grasp material, especially if they see that you have your own drive and determination to understand it. If you don't want to like interact with the teacher for whatever reason, go online. There's resources online, YouTube, Khan Academy, a bunch of stuff. Just try and learn it on your own. Number 3, friends. Okay. Nobody is walking into high school with like 30 friends, 15 on the left, 15 on the right, rolling in like a clique. What? No, this is not High School Musical. That doesn't happen, right? So definitely just find friends. I think for me, at least, it's been pretty easy. I would say I'm a pretty charismatic person. I think it was the first day of my freshman year. I just sat in the bathroom for lunch. Like, I was like, I don't have anybody to sit with. I sat in the bathroom for lunch. It was so bad. But I promise you, it's not as bad as it seems to just sit by yourself for a second, especially if you don't have your, friends yet that you're close with. Just take it one day at a time. But when you do find people that you want to be friends with, make sure they have good characteristics and they're overall just decent people. Find people that are going to encourage you, find people that are going to lift you up and not put you down, because that makes a huge difference in you and how you feel about yourself, especially as you're finding yourself as these 4 years go on. That's going to make a huge difference in how you function and see yourself. So definitely find good friends. And as time goes on, you're going to see that, okay, this is a good person. This is somebody that I would like to keep in my company. They're not fake. They're not toxic. They don't try and put me down every time. They don't say backhanded compliments. They don't make fun of me just to get other people to laugh. Like, you'll definitely see the red flags if they're not worthy of your friendship. So look out for those. Don't turn a blind eye and be like, oh, well, I really want to be with this friend. No. Okay? Look for the red flags. Or if you observe any red flags, don't just brush it under the rug. Take note of it. But yeah, surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with people that will push you to do better and be better. Number 4, relationships. Be for real. Like, I need you to have a sit down with you and yourself, and I need you to be so serious right now. The chances that you're even emotionally or mentally mature enough to handle a relationship, those are pretty low. But let's just say by some miracle you are, or you think you are. The people around you, that might not be the same for them. You might be an honest person, you might be a loyal person, you might be this, and you might be that. And because that's how you are, that's how you function, that doesn't mean that other people are like that. You might have this, well, I'm honest, so other people are probably honest too. Nope. The other people around you might not be mature enough to handle it. If you like somebody, go wherever the wind takes you, Not really. We're not for the plotting this, right? Definitely just don't rush it. Don't force it. If somebody doesn't like you back, it's not the end of the world. Like, I promise it's not the end of the world. Like, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Over time, you'll see how a certain group of guys act in your class, a certain group of girls act in your class. And you'll see, oh, wait, that's kind of, that's gonna be a no for me, right? So definitely just take it easy, get to know yourself first before you try and find somebody else, because it's not that other person that's going to complete you. It's not that other person that's going to make you happy. That other person is not the missing piece to your life. They're supposed to complement your life, but you're not missing anything by not having a relationship, because it might look like, oh, everybody has one, and at certain times it does, but then fast forward 3 months and everybody's single, and it's like, oh wait, what happened? Number 5, teachers. Okay, so build good relations with your teachers. I promise you, it's gonna help you. That can only help you, because if it's the end of the quarter and you're at a 69 and you're like, no, like I need to pass this class. I just need one more point. Who do you think the teacher's going to give it to? The student that's not trying, that doesn't care, that's disrespectful, or the student that's like, they always try and put their best foot forward into their work. They might not be the best, they might not get the best scores, they might not get the best grades, but the teacher sees that they're trying and they're like, okay, just for your effort, here you go. Oh my goodness. My first quarter, I think it was sophomore year, international history, I failed that quarter miserably. With an F, I was ending the quarter, right? And I was like, no, like I'm done for. This is atrocious. Like I'm done for, right? And then the final grades came out for that quarter and I ended it with a C. And the teacher was like, because he gave everybody a boost based on their efforts, their determination to do the work. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I was gonna end it with an F because it was all like quiz grades and test grades and stuff like that. Yeah, he doesn't give too much homework, so like I was like, oh, if you bomb the test, you're done for. But yeah, no, it's because of your own personal determination and effort that you're putting into this class. So I was like, okay, yeah. And eventually my grades just got better. They definitely got better from where they started for that particular class. So that was awesome sauce. Don't be disrespectful to your teachers either, because you know they're people too. And I feel like sometimes we forget that, because sometimes my friend will make a joke whenever we see a teacher that we know like outside of their classroom. We're like, they're out of their natural habitat. This is so strange to see, right? But yeah, no, they are definitely people too, and just give them respect as such. Number 6, self-worth. Find it, realize it, unlock it. You know, as you're going through high school, definitely you're trying to find yourself. Like you don't really know who you are yet. You don't really have an idea of what you want to do, what you might like, your hobbies, your values, whatever. But definitely find those. You know, that's what this is about. It's not always about the destination, but it's about the journey. It's just like on that journey, you're gonna learn to find yourself a lot more. And this goes into what I was saying about relationships. If you don't know yourself, how are you gonna know someone else? You know, definitely try and find yourself first, get to know you first, see what you like, what you don't like, what your values are, establish these things, what your goals are, what you want to do, how something makes you feel. Like definitely don't just ignore that because you're trying to be someone that you're not, someone that is supposed to like fit in with everybody else and what everybody else is doing, when what everybody else is doing might not be what you want. And guess what? Most of the time it's not what it seems. It might seem like, oh, they're doing so good, their life is so perfect, they're always this, they're always that, and everything's just going well for them, and you think they got it licked. But in reality, like they don't. Like it could really be crumbling and falling apart at the seams, but just because they hide that well doesn't mean that it's not happening, you know? So definitely focus on yourself, focus on getting to learn you, and don't compare yourself either, you know, because that's just gonna cause you to dislike yourself more and more. And instead of self-love, it's gonna be self-hatred, because you're like, well, why aren't I like this and why aren't I like that, when the only person you should be trying to be is you. Number 7, personal hygiene. Okay, so I don't care how much you don't sweat. I don't care. Just because you don't smell it doesn't mean we don't smell it. Come on now. Wear deodorant. It's not your enemy. It's your friend. That's your new bestie, Miss Westie, right? That's your best friend now. Use deodorant, but don't use deodorant as compensation for a good shower. Scrub definitely the areas that smell so much, because as you're going through this transition from middle school to high school, a lot's changing, and your body as well, and you have to take care of it, or else it's just gonna like fall apart. Make sure you get the dirt under your nails, make sure you're cleaning those out, make sure you're washing your hair, taking showers regularly. wear deodorant, put on perfume if you want, whatever, cologne, whatever it may be. But definitely take care of your hygiene and, try to smell good, because at the very least, just don't smell like anything. Just be clean enough to just have like, I don't know, neutral scent, I guess. But if you want to go the extra mile, just do a little more to smell nice, like vanilla and candles or something, another cocoa butter and shea. I thought I'd throw this in there with hygiene, but it's having a good sleep schedule. Do not sacrifice your sleep, your mental health for the sake of it. Don't do that. Don't sacrifice it for doing schoolwork like regularly, like every day you're up at 3 a.m. trying to finish assignments. Like, no. That's also what procrastination can get you to. Like, you don't want to be there. Don't sacrifice it. If you can go to bed at a decent hour, definitely do that, because it makes such a difference in your overall mood, in your general happiness and your well-being. Like, the people that are like, oh yeah, I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night and the night before that and the night before that and the weeks before that. No, that's not a flex. Are you okay? Because we're kind of really concerned for your well-being. What do you mean you're only getting 3 hours of sleep every night? That's not healthy. Are you okay? So definitely get sleep. It definitely makes a huge difference in your life, and internally, externally, you just have a different glow when you're well rested. That's why it's called beauty rest. 8, join a club. Join a club. If you can get involved with whatever it is, get involved. Don't be shy. It's okay. Get involved, and in doing that, you're also going to find out what you like, what you don't like. Do you like group work? Do you like solo work? Do you like public speaking? Do you like computer programming? That's such a huge jump. But yeah, no, definitely get involved. And if you're gonna be in a club, don't just be in there and sit and do nothing. If you're gonna be in a club, definitely put effort into it. If you can, apply for a leadership role in that club and put your best foot forward, especially if you want to go to colleges. Those leadership roles are definitely oh wow, that shows that you have some initiative, some drive. And from those clubs, you can also get hours, which is very important for when you're graduating. Because I know you're a freshman, you're a sophomore now, you're whatever, I have time. If you're a sophomore, should you really be saying you have time? I understand if a freshman's oh, I have time, right? But sophomore year, be for real. If you don't have at least half your hours by sophomore year, definitely get those, because what's going to happen is it's going to get really busy around junior year or senior year, and you might not have time to get your hours. So get your hours right now while the workload is manageable, right? Before you become overwhelmed and you have all these things to do. So get your hours from these clubs, right? Because you don't want to be walking across the state, or if you even get there, you could be ready to graduate and they're like, no, you can't graduate because you don't have your hours. That is all that I have for my high school advice video. Good luck to everybody who's an upcoming freshman or sophomore. I hope you enjoy this new chapter in your life. I mean, I'm excited to start school. School starts in 20 days from when I'm filming this video, and I'm excited. I miss the social interaction, if I'm being for real. I'm asking my friends and they're like, nah, I'm not super excited. Here and there's one that's like, oh yeah, I'm excited, I guess. But yeah, no, rolling the halls and going to your friends' classes and dilly-dallying, chit-chatting, whatever. It's cool, definitely. I wish you the best of luck this year, and I hope that it goes well for you academically, socially, personally. I just pray that God blesses this year for you. Okay? That's gonna be it for today's video. Toodaloo. I will see you when I see you. Yeah, there should be more content coming up. this August. I'm definitely looking forward to posting a bit more this August, so definitely stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Definitely comment on what kind of videos that I should do next, whatever. But yeah,